bondage. The reflection has no bondage. Like sun is reflecting water. The water shakes. The shaking of the water doesn't affect the reflection, but reflection appears to be shaking. So similarly, in the waking condition, the mind is superimposed on the self. The reflection of the self in the mind is called Chidabhasa. So anything happening to the mind, the Chidabhasa appears to be moving, shaking. Okay? Who appears to be suffering? Self appears to be suffering, but Chidabhasa appears to be suffering. Nothing is happening to Chidabhasa, but because it's a reflection, it's appears to be shaking. Okay, that is superimposed on the self. Right? So, what to do for that? Any day, once you go back, the mind is same. It will come up again. Every day morning, the projection is happening. The movie is going on. So, you have to stop the movie. How do you stop the movie? By jnana. Now, the mind is made to go silent with the understanding of Atma Jnana. There is a confusion in the mind that I am the self. So that confusion has to be removed. Then Chidabhasa is Atma only. The mind becomes silent in the waking state. So that's called Jivan Mukti. Mukti, there is no liberation and bondage for Atma. But there is Adnana and Jnana in the mind. That has to be corrected. When the mind, Adnana and Jnana in the mind is corrected, the mind merges with the self. The Chidabhasa part of the mind merges with the self. Are we clear? Next. Stop this. Next. We'll continue? Okay.
Yeah.
So, there is a next question comes. The self you have said already Sakshi. Self is Sakshi. Okay. Self you have told Sakshi. In deep sleep there's no seeing, there's nothing to, there's no. Where is Sakshi? Where Drashta or where the Sakshi is? Okay, what is that? In deep sleep there's no Sakshi. That's the objection. See, the Sakshi is always with respect to seen. If there's no seen, the Sakshi is, I cannot say there is a Sakshi. Okay, it is like this here. A bodybuilder, okay, can lift 100 kg weight. He can lift 100 kg weight and he has the ability to lift 100 kg weight. If there is 100 kg weight, so now he is in home. There is no 100 kg weight to lift. In the only gym, if he goes, 100 kg weight to lift is there. He is called bodybuilder because he is able to lift 100 kg weight in the gym. In the house, there is nothing to be lifted. Is he a bodybuilder or not?
Yes.
Huh? He is a bodybuilder. Just because there is no weight to lift doesn't mean that he has not become something else. His ability is called bodybuilder. Right? There may be weight to lift or there may be no weight to lift. So in the waking state and dreaming state, there is a mind to see. Sakshi is seeing the mind in the waking state and dream state. That's why it's called Sakshi or Drashta. The objects are there to see. In the deep sleep state, the mind has gone to subtle condition, seed condition. There is nothing to see. Now is he seer or not? Still a seer. And the seer is saying there is nothing. In deep sleep, nothing is there is seen. There is no object to see. But deep sleep, nothing is there. Who sees that? Sakshi only. Right? The objection that Sakshi, there is no Sakshi in the deep sleep because there is nothing there to see in the deep sleep. Mind has gone to seed condition. Just like a weightlifter has nothing to lift in the house. Right? But still is a weightlifter or a bodybuilder. Similarly, Sakshi has something to see in the waking state and dreaming state. Movie is running. Movie called mind is running. In the deep sleep state, movie called mind has gone to interval. There is nothing to see. Right? There's nothing has happened to the seer. The Sakshi says there's no movie, there's nothing. Nothingness is observed by Sakshi.
In deep sleep state, Sakshi is Chidabhasa?
No. Chidabhasa has merged with Chidabhasa has merged with Atma. Because
Then who is Sakshi in deep sleep state?
Sakshi anyway is there. No, Sakshi, Chidabhasa is a reflection of Sakshi in the mind.
Yeah.
Mind is
Goes to seed state.
seed state. Chidabhasa has gone to Atma, self. That's why the suffering is not there for Chidabhasa.
So the seer is Atma in now. Deep sleep
Atma
state.
deep sleep state. Yadvai tanna pashyati pashyanvai tanna pashyati nahi drashtyu drashtve viparita lopo vidyate avinashatvad natu tadvitiyam asti tato anyad vibhaktam yat pashyet. So there is nothing to see. There is nothing to see. Okay? That doesn't mean that Sakshi is not there. Sakshi is always there. But for Sakshi there is nothing to see. The ability of the Sakshi or the witness is still there. But there is nothing separate from the witness. The mind is not separate from the witness.
Sakshi is witnessing the nothingness.
Sakshi is witnessing the nothingness. Okay. The nature of Sakshi as the witness can never change. But because there is nothing else to see, Sakshi is not seeing. But he sees as nothing. So seeing ability of Sakshi is also superimposed on Sakshi, because when there is an object to see.
But in your earlier talks you said when Sakshyam disappears, Sakshi also disappears.
No, Sakshi function disappears. Not Sakshi doesn't disappear. Sakshi has nothing to see. It's Brahman only.
It is also witnessing, right?
Huh?
It is also witnessing.
Yeah, that's also it. Sakshi doesn't disappear. If I told Sakshi disappears, I am false. It's Sakshi is Brahman only. I think I have told it Sakshi is Brahman only.
Okay.
I don't say Sakshi disappears.
Sakshi will be nothing but Brahman.
In Sushupti stage, there is no Dvaita. Duality is not there. Seeing is possible only when there is a duality. There is something else to see other than self.
Guruji, if it's
There is another
non-dual, then that nothingness should also not be witnessed, no? If
Yeah,
it is
that-
complete non-dual, then
No-
there is
non-
no nothingness also.
No, nothingness is not duality, no. Self alone is there. Other than self, there is nothing. No thing. Thing is object. Nothing is not a...
Void
Absence.
or something.
Absence is not a...
Absence is not a duality.
Object.
Absence is not a duality. Okay, then there is some people come and object. Say, is it possible that in deep sleep there is tamas, ignorance? Okay. Sakshi is not, there is no seeing is happening. Is it because there is ignorance in the deep sleep state? Tamas. Deep sleep state from waking state point of view, it appears to be a state of ignorance. Understand? So deep sleep we call as ignorance from the waking state point of view. So some people object and say the Sakshi is not about, there is no seeing in the deep sleep state because there is a tamas, there is a covering, complete covering. So that is not possible because tamas, okay, Shruti is Upanishad telling in deep sleep you are the Atma only. There is nothing other than the Atma, the self. So now if you say tamas is there, then something other than the Atma is there in the deep sleep state. Upanishad is not saying that. Upanishad says there is nothing else. There is no duality. So if tamas is there, tamas is covering Atma, doesn't apply to, it clashes with the teaching of Upanishad. It is not tamas. Tamas is not there. Only there is no other. We have to take it that way. Teaching of Upanishad is self alone is there. Atma alone is there. Pure awareness alone is there. Tamas also is not there. Then Upanishad would have said there is something else also there. Tamas is something else. It is not there. So Upanishads are saying in deep sleep he doesn't touch, doesn't feel, doesn't talk, okay, doesn't taste, doesn't smell, not because he has no ability, the self has no ability, but because there is nothing to do that. There is no object to do that. In the waking state, these are appearing. That's why it said that self is the seer of the eyes, sees through the eyes, hears through the ears, tastes through the tongue. In all this, the awareness is present because objects are present. Whereas in case of deep sleep, there are none of the objects for experience or sense organs are present.
There is no function there.
There's nothing to do. That doesn't mean that ability is not there. Ability is always there. The consciousness or awareness is always there. But nothing to be aware of is there.